Cameron's asking, match flashes, do they have to be a certain or a particular part of the tartan, or is it up to the wearer to choose? The second part of that is, do they have to be the exact same? Can they be different parts of the tartan, or one can be this tartan and one can be another tartan? Like, can each flag be different?
I'm tempted to have Mac answer this question.
And then, or can they be on the bias, or is this frowned upon?
I've seen tartans done on the bias. To me, they kind of look sloppy. You're taking the kilt itself is very gridular, using my favorite word I make up.
Yep.
A very horizontal and vertical cross line kilt, and then you're taking an or diagonal flashes. It looks kind of sloppy to me. I've never seen them done well on the bias. Generally, when you're wearing flashes, you're wearing the same fabric as the kilt. You don't want to wear a different tartan for the flashes. So you don't want to wear a McDonald ancient set of flashes and a Stuart modern kilt. It just you're mixing and matching things, similar to the way that you wouldn't wear a Stuart kilt pin with a McDonald kilt. It's just not done, as they say. Americans might do it just to try to, blend in all the family stuff, but it's not typically done traditionally. For the flashes themselves, generally they're two flags kind of hanging down the outside of the leg, and most of the time, I would say 99% of the time, both flags, if you will, are the same section of tartan, and then they either have a chevron cut, a little V-notch in the bottom of them, or one or two companies actually just does a solid straight cut at the bottom and fringes them a little bit. I've seen, I believe, one company over in Scotland does one flash, different than the other. So even if it's like Royal Stuart, it may be like the red block section and then the white stripe section on the other. Still Royal Stuart tartan, but two different parts of the tartan on either of the flags. I don't really like that myself.
Yeah, it sounds a little.
Yeah, it
weird.
sounds it's a bit off to me. It's just because I'm so used to seeing it. They should both be the same. They should both have a V-notch, and they should both be about 6 inches tall, with a tuck underneath, so you see about that much of the flashes underneath. It's kind of this is how it's done. What do you don't do anything different? Stop. But yeah, that's kind of my take on it.
Mac, do you have a?
No, I just kind of going with Rocky's saying that if the one is different, or if it advances in the pattern at all, it would just look real. And to me, it would look too wide. With it being the same thing down each one, I think it looks slimmer. But when you make that whole thing now, it
would look like a really wide flash.
Yeah, it would look.
You'd almost have to have a gap between the two flags.
You can tell it's
to
not
be
just
able,
like a
like
fabric that you put there. Yeah.